Hey there, and welcome. So, if you're running a marketing agency, I am willing to bet you've heard of Go High Level. It's that incredible all-in-one platform that promises to completely change the game for your operations. But here's the thing, what happens when that game-changing software actually becomes your biggest headache? Today, we're going to dig into how to unlock the real power of this amazing tool.
I mean, just think about that for a second. It's a really frustrating thought, right? You've got this powerful engine for growth, it's right there at your fingertips. But instead of hitting the gas, it feels like you're just spinning your wheels, completely stuck. This is the exact dilemma so many agencies face with powerful, complex software.
And that really brings us to the promise of GHL itself. For marketing agencies, this platform isn't just another monthly subscription. No, it's the vision of a smarter, more streamlined way to operate, and most importantly, to scale your business.
I mean, just imagine one single place to manage all your clients, your marketing funnels, your sales pipelines, all of your communications. It's literally built to be the central nervous system for a modern agency. And its appeal? Well, it's undeniable for a really, really good reason.
This right here, this is the dream. This is what you buy into, right? The idea that your workflows can just run themselves. The power to add new clients without adding total chaos. Having everything, all your operations under one roof, and ultimately hitting a level of growth you never thought was possible. It sounds absolutely perfect, but there's always a catch.
And that catch is what we call the implementation hurdle. It's that critical and, honestly, often brutally underestimated phase between clicking buy on the software and actually getting the results you paid for.
So here's the paradox. The very thing that makes GHL so incredibly powerful, its endless flexibility, its massive set of features, that is precisely what makes it so dang hard to set up correctly. And without a flawless implementation, all that power just stays locked away, completely out of your reach.
And what I love about this is just how stark the contrast is. On the left, you've got the promise. But on the right, that's the messy reality for so many agencies. Instead of slick automation, you've got clunky manual workarounds. Instead of happy clients, you've got frustrated teams. And your operations are just stagnant because the software is fighting you every single step of the way. So, how do you cross that chasm? How do you get from that frustrating reality over to the promised land? Well, you need a catalyst, something that speeds up the process and makes sure you get the outcome you were sold from day one. Now, an implementation catalyst isn't just some setup service. Think of them as a strategic partner. They don't just install the software, they weave it into the very DNA of your business, making absolutely sure it works for you and never, ever against you.
And this is exactly where a company like Target Integration comes into the picture. They specialize in being that catalyst for agencies, bridging that huge gap between Go High Level's potential and the painful reality of a bad setup.
So how do they actually do it? Well, the process is what turns all that complexity into clarity. It's how you create a system that's fully optimized for your agency. Let's break it down.
It's a pretty straightforward three-step process. First, they analyze. And we're not talking about some one-size-fits-all template. This is about a deep dive into how your agency actually works. Then, they customize GHL to fit those unique workflows like a glove. And finally, they integrate it, aligning the software with how you deliver amazing results for your clients.
At the end of the day, the goal is super simple, to transform Go High Level from a source of friction into your agency's most powerful asset. It's all about making the technology serve the business, not the other way around.
And when that happens, when the implementation is finally done right, that's when the magic happens. The agency itself is completely transformed.
This quote really just says it all. The software isn't unstoppable on its own, it becomes unstoppable when implemented properly. That right there is the entire key.
And suddenly, everything just flows. All those tedious manual tasks you were wrestling with, gone. Complex processes are now automated, running perfectly in the background.
Onboarding a new client is no longer a massive headache. It becomes a simple, repeatable system. You can finally grow without that constant fear that your operations are going to break.
And this is the end game. With seamless workflows and scalable services, your agency becomes what GHL always promised it could be, truly unstoppable. So I want to leave you with this one question to really think about. Take a look at the most powerful tools in your business right now. Are they a source of momentum or are they a source of friction? Because the difference between those two often comes down to one simple thing: proper implementation.